So, SummerSlam just ended, and I guess we can thank Hulk Hogan for dying and Dwayne Johnson for being an idiot. So, yeah, if you hadn't seen SummerSlam this year, it was in two nights in New Jersey, not New York, New Jersey, as it normally is, denoted whenever something happens in New Jersey. They try to lump New York into it because apparently we're not good enough to stand on our own or something. I don't know. It's super annoying, quite frankly. It's not in your state. Don't glom on to us. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, but SummerSlam ended with Cody Rhodes and John Cena fighting each other, and John Cena lost. Cody Rhodes becomes champion again. The bigger thing in case of this was that John Cena has been a heel for the last few months on his last go home tour for his wrestling retirement. And he was only heel because he apparently made some deal with The Rock back at WrestleMania to be a bad guy for The Rock. Which then, after WrestleMania, The Rock never came back, and we never got a clear explanation as to why The Rock was essential in him being a heel. I mean, we got a story from Cena that basically he felt like the fans had been ignoring him and taking him for granted, and he was sick of it. So he went heel. Fine. But the Rock part of it kind of really muddied the waters because Dwayne was clearly too busy doing everything else he does to come back to actually help this story along. So it was just kind of stupid. Just really stupid. And everyone hated it. Like everyone. Yeah. And then last week, Hulk Hogan died. And you can love Hulk Hogan. It's fine. I mean, I loved Hulk Hogan for a long time. And then a decade ago, he told us to say our prayers, eat our vitamins, and unless we make $100 million and are 7 feet tall black guy who plays basketball, keep your dick away from my daughter. Two of those messages I was down with. One of them felt a little aggressive, and so I kind of pulled back from Hulk Hogan. And then, the whole Republican National Convention thing and the, Donald Trump thing and the real American beer kind of controversy and taking pictures with Nazis. It got kind of hard to like Hulk Hogan. I mean, I can't even blame him for the whole Gizmodo thing going away, even though, to be fair, they were wrong. They put his sex tape online. But, Gizmodo was kind of a tabloid speaking truth to power. And Hulk Hogan got himself to be a useful patsy to Peter Thiel, and they went away. But regardless, we can thank him. Because it seems like him passing has left a void in the wrestling world. There's no larger-than-life legend there now. And it seems like possibly Paul Levesque, while also visiting the White House this week for weird stuff, realized this. And they realized the whole Cena heel thing wasn't really working out as well as they hoped either. People weren't invested in that. So they turned him back to face this week before SummerSlam. And now, especially in the way they introduced him, Cena's being put over as kind of the greatest WWE wrestler in the history of WWE wrestling. The most decorated. The Superman of the WWE. The guy who can accomplish everything. The guy who tells you to never give up, never surrender.
No. Never give up, never surrender.
A little like eating your vitamins and saying your prayers, and, you can accomplish things too. He's also the guy who has the most Make-A-Wish, visits out of any WWE wrestler. So, all around, he's supposed to be the guy we cheer for, the good guy. So he goes out there, he has his match with Cody, he loses gracefully. Cody thanks him, he thanks Cody, he thanks the fans. And then before the pay-per-view ends, John Cena's Andre the Giant shows up. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, who's been gone for a long time because he's been associated with some things that they would rather not be associated with, that are still ongoing and pending in courts. But apparently, that association's probably faded a little bit over the last few months. It's focused in the one direction that it needs to focus in, and less so in the bit it was focused in on him. And Cena's now got 4 months left in WWE. So, he needs something, if he's not the champion, to do. And what better thing could he do than to have the biggest, baddest, meanest person on the planet that he's ever faced and has beaten, but has also been beaten by badly, show back up to make a point. It's not a bad idea. I think it's going to be pretty good, actually. So we're going to get John Cena versus Brock Lesnar one more time to probably close out John Cena's career. I will have to watch Superman Never Give Up and Never Surrender one more time to show us how he can accomplish anything. Also, seriously, I don't know. The Rock needs to stop getting his hands in things. Do you remember when he did this?
Now, what you're going to see here is why the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Things will never be the same because the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Yeah, he did that with the whole Black Adam movie thing, and it's like, it's just, dude, Black Adam is I don't want to be rude to Black Adam, but he's kind of a C to D list character, whose main job is to get beaten up by a C to maybe B list character in Shazam, not to fight Superman. Even with the slight edge of having magical powers, your job isn't to fight Superman. It was never to fight Superman. It's to get beat up by the guy in Big Red, who's actually a little kid pretending to be a big guy in big red clothes. And you didn't like that, I guess. And so you decided to do something different. And you helped kill the DC cinematic universe. But now we've got the new one, and the new Superman movie was pretty good, so thank you too, I guess. Thanks.